We have an interesting and exciting addition to the program. Jim Wolfensohn will say a few words now. Jim served as president of the World Bank for 10 successful years. He's been part of the Institute community for 35 years and served as its chairman of the Board of Trustees for 21 years. I cannot think of a more appropriate person to lead off to this session on public affairs.
Not here yesterday to participate in the celebrations is that I was warned by the organizers that I shouldn't come because I might lower the standard of the tributes that were being paid to Freeman. And therefore I was asked to fly back late last night and apologize because in so many ways I don't measure up to the people that spoke yesterday. I mean, Charles Simone called me and said, look, Freeman is very important in terms of space. I've been into space twice. All that I can say about you is you've looked into it, and I've been up there. So frankly, I think it'd be better if you didn't come. Our organizer, Robert Dycraft, said, well, you don't really have any decent academic credentials. It would be much better if I spoke instead of you, because if you speak, someone might know about your credentials, and the only way that you got any degrees was honorary degrees that people gave you. So I think it'd be better if you didn't come. And Martin Rees said to me that he was going to give the sort of speech that I could never give, and it might be better if I was not here. I did, however, have the pleasure of listening to Martin, and as all of you were, I'm sure, deeply impressed. But in any event, I became utterly convinced that there were people who would speak properly about Freeman, but I couldn't resist the opportunity since I was here for 35 years and watched Freeman to at least say something about a man that it's important for all of us to admire. 90 years old, more than 60 years at the Institute. I'm celebrating 80 this year and only 35 years at the Institute. So again, I feel inadequate to the task. But I can say, Freeman, that I think all of us have a sense of admiration for you in so many ways. You've also been married longer than Elaine and I. We're only 52 years, and I think you're 54. We have 7 grandchildren. You have 16. There's not a damn thing that I can do that can compare, and I'm leaving early because I'm so upset, to be quite honest. And I'm going down to Washington where the people, and give a speech down there where the people, I must say, are less talented than you are, and less talented than this group, so I can feel more at home. But someone who has been to Winchester, who was in the Royal Air Force, I was only in the Royal Australian Air Force, which is a sort of subsidiary. Much better, I might add, than the Royal Air Force. Then I looked at all the things that Freeman has written and researched. I can understand the titles, and I really look forward to actually reading some of them, Freeman. I've already made an attempt at that, and the only thing I can say is that it's unlikely that I will get the next Templeton Prize for religion. I notice your religion. I'm afraid that being Jewish is not a great thing to get this prize, and the notion of changing is just a bit late. So I'm not going to do that either. So what I want to say to you, with total sincerity, is that than 35 years ago I came here to serve on the board, I was told that we had a remarkable group of people in the Institute. And frankly, there was no one more remarkable than Freeman, not only for his academic work, but for his thinking outside the box, his social thinking, his thinking about the world, thinking about the universe, projecting forward, about space, about all the things that brilliant people with confidence and a desire to lead the way can do. Freeman has done that. And you are a source of admiration and a continuation of the work that was done 60, 70 years ago by the people that founded this institution in terms of their intellectual content. And to have you with us at this stage, celebrating your 90th birthday, 60 years on the faculty, and several years before that, and to recognize the quality of people that have come to honor you, I would just have to say that it is truly a remarkable day in the history of the Institute and a fitting tribute to you. I'm, of course, a little upset that you moved out of Wolfensohn Hall into something that's not really as nice. But I can understand that you didn't want to have any more comparisons with me. So I want to say on behalf of myself and Elaine, and I think all the people that know you at the Institute family, that you truly are a treasure. We love you. We appreciate you and your wife of so many years. And 6 children and 16 grandchildren is not a bad record. And I'm going home now to try and see if I can catch you on some of those things. My wife said she's ready, but I don't think at the age of 80 I can do much to fulfill that gap in my achievements. But for every aspect, for your quality as a person, for your readiness to be available, for your intellect, for your leadership, this institute is hugely better for having you here. And I want to thank you on my behalf, and I think for all our behalves, for being who you are and allowing us to honor you. So thank you very much for letting me speak.